Here Akhil Srivastava teaching you sources of energy physics of class 10th. In previous video I have explained about the compressed natural gas. Compressed natural gas, which is used as a fuel in transport vehicles, and it is a very good alternative of the petrol and diesel because it does not pollute the environment, air. Natural gas is a good fuel because it has a high calorific value, CNG, which is called the 55 kilojoule per gram, where LPG has 50 kilojoule per gram. It is a complete fuel and can be used directly for domestic and industrial purpose. Great advantage for this, that is directly supplied to the factories and homes through the pipelines. It does not produce any poisonous gas, sulfur dioxide on burning, and so causes no pollution. These are the advantages. It does not pollute the environment, CNG, that's why nowadays it is fossil fuels. What is the disadvantage of fossil fuels? That you will know. Burning of fossil fuels has disadvantage of fossil fuels. Disadvantages of fossil. This is burning of fossil fuels has some main disadvantage given. The burning of fossil fuel produces a smoke which pollutes the environment. Air pollution is harmful for health. Gases produced during this burning, sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, and the nitrogen oxide, all these are acidic, cause the acid rain with water vapors present in the air. So acid rain reduces the fertilization of the soil, destroys the forest and the crops, and affects water resources. The burning of fossil fuels is also produce the carbon monoxide, which is a poisonous gas. So that's why we try to reduce it. This is advantage. This is greenhouse effect. Carbon dioxide, burning of the fossil fuels produces the carbon dioxide, which produce the greenhouse effects and leads to global warming. Now thermal power plants, that is very important. Thermal power plant, you know, which produce the electricity. Thermal power plant, here it is generally located near the source of coal mines. Thermal power plants produce the electricity through the generator. Electricity in the magnetic effect of electric current chapter we will study electricity production by thermal power plant with the help of the heat energy convert. Here you will get. So thermal power plants electricity convert because of the big containers water boiled through with the help of the CNG or with the help of coal. Coal is a main source, so that's why it is situated near the coal mines. So big boilers, water boil, produce the steam, and this steam is bombarded on the turbines. Turbine with through axle move the generator. Turbines move through the pressure of the steam released by the boilers. First there is a nozzle, through the nozzle it comes and put on the this like turbines like this. It has a flaps. On these flaps, when the steam bombard, then it move directly and it move the generator, and in the magnetic field, when the coil moves quickly in and out, then produce the electricity, and through this the generator produce the electricity. And this thermal power plants name thermal is given due to because it is using the heat energy. Coal or oil or CNG used to this. Means main is coal is used to produce the electricity in the thermal power station. At the another place, hydel power station use the water. One is hydel power station, electricity. Hydroelectricity theory is the hydel power station. Hydroelectric energy giving you the produce the electricity with the help of using water. Kinetic energy of the water change into the potential energy in a dam. Make a dam. So kinetic energy of the water is stored in a big dam, and there is a big gates. Through the gate water comes out and it fall on the turbine. And when turbine moves, then it moves the magnet or the coil, and then electricity produce, and it is a easy source. It is easy source means construction of the dam and the gate and the turbine are all is costly. After this the water is free of cost, but here thermal power stations you are purchasing the coal. Without coal water will be not boil and steam will be not form. So there is it is a costly product. But the hydroelectric energy produced by hydel power station, in which the reservoir means the dam is formed. Dam, there is a big gate, and from gate water released with a high speed potential energy. Produce kinetic energy is there, falls on the turbine move and it moves the magnet, and with the electromagnetic induction that is produced that we will study in the magnetic effect of electric current chapter. So there you will see the electricity produced, and through the metal wire it reaches through the other stations, power stations. It is the power station of the city, then to the street, then to the another place. So very important things. Production of electricity through the dam, through the water. Water is not a direct source of energy. Water is a source of energy to this move the turbines and then produce the electricity. Now you will see advantage of hydroelectric power stations. Because of hydroelectric power station is what? Hydroelectric power is easy, it is cheap. First thing, it is cheap because you are not purchasing the like a coal water. Hydropower plants does not cause any pollution. It is not pollution free. Pollution free means pollution free. Why? Because it is not producing ash or smoke like a coal. Hydroelectric power is a renewable source of energy. Water is already, because after moving the turbine, water from the dam again is reaches to the where it is in the river. So water is not directly reducing there. Energy consumed by the coal, then it is changed into the ash. Hydroelectric power is renewable source. Construction of the dam on river help to contributing the controlling the floods, because of there is a no flood area. River will not come out from the dam is stopping this, and it is also used in the irrigation. But disadvantage is that some disadvantage also that you will study there. So you see the dam can be constructed only in the limited number of places because there is a, and they are constructed in hilly areas. Because that's why you see that in hill station electricity is permanently, because there is a no dam formation. In the hill station, you see the continuous electricity. Hill stations, you will get the continuous electricity, because the water falling rivers are coming from very high place, and it has a very fast kinetic energy in that. No need to store in the dam and then open the gate and many things. Directly they made the walls there, and direct they put the turbine in the way, on the way of the flowing water which is coming from high altitude, and then to boom the turbine and get that's why it is cheaper than the plain areas. Construction of the dam on the rivers and pollution production of the flesh decreases rapidly. That's why it is some disadvantage. Now, how will you improve the next topic is technology using the conventional sources of energy. Conventional sources of energy, that is biomass. That is one very important tool, biomass. Biomass is a source of fuel which is from the where. What is the biomass? Biomass, first of all, you will know the source of fuel which are plant and animals products as wood, cow dung, agriculture waste is called the biomass. Again, very simple. The source of fuel from where? Plants, dead plants, dry plants, animal products as what is the example? Wood, cow dungs, agriculture, cow dungs, that you know, kande, for the litti and chokha they are using, you know, cow dungs. And agriculture waste means the dry things, dry leaves, dry crops and other all the things. Waste is called the biomass. The plant absorb but all are absorbing the solar energy and convert into the chemical energy. This chemical energy is stored in the different parts of the plant in the form of biomass. That we know very well. So biomass definitions you know, and wood is also a biomass, and dry woods in the olden days, ancient peoples were using the biomass in the traditional chulhas, that is direct burning, but direct burning it produces a lot of smoke which is pollute the air, as also the calorific value of wood is very low. Therefore, direct burning of it is not suitable for generate the heat energy. So, for this, some improvements, scientists produce the sources of energy. Improvement in the technology for using the conventional source of energy leads and the indirect method called the destructive distillation of the wood. What is called? Destructive distillation of the wood. Destructive distillation of wood. Destructive distillation of wood, in which wood is burned in absence of air. What is the destructive distillation? In absence of air. In absence of air, when wood will be burned, then it will form a wood is burnt. Then in the process, water and other volatile materials present in it get removed and black substance obtained. Water is also present in that place, other materials, and removed. It is get removed and black substance is called formed. That is black substance you will obtain, which is called charcoal. What is called? Which is called the charcoal. Charcoal is a better fuel than the wood, because charcoal burns, it does not produce a smoke, whereas the wood produces a lot of smoke. Why it is a good fuel? Charcoal burnt and it does not produce the smoke, whereas wood produces the smoke. The calorific value of the charcoal is higher than the wood. Calorific value means Charcoal produces more heat on burning than an equal mass of wood. Charcoal is easy to transport and convenient to use. These are the properties of charcoal. That's why it is a. Now biogas is, what is the next topic we will study? That is biogas. Biogas is a very important gas. It is produced by a different type of the biogas plant. Biogas plant is there. There is a two type of biogas plant we will get. Biogas is produced in the cow dung in biomass. Dried cow dung cake are traditionally used to as a fuel for cooking, but it is a lot of smoke producing, and all the energy produced by it is not used. It is coming out from the chulhas and other all the place very well. So biogas obtained from cow dungs. So biogas is a mixture of gases produced by a anaerobic degradation, that is decomposition. Degradation is what? Decomposition of biomass mixed. Biomass is that you have seen here. What is the biomass? Biomass is the all dry plants and cow dungs and all dead animals, dead plants, dead leaves, dead agriculture waste, all are called the biomass. So biomass is decomposed, anaerobic bacteria is present there with water in absence of oxygen. In the absence of oxygen. In the absence of oxygen, when it will be decomposed, then it produces gas. So the process of anaerobic decomposition is carried out by the anaerobic microorganism called anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobic bacteria are present there, and water is present there, but oxygen is absent. So all together after few hours it produces gas which is called the biogas. The main constituent of the biogas is methane. Methane is the main constituent. And methane is 75% in the biogas. Carbon dioxide and a small amount of nitrogen in CO2, small amount of N2, H2 and hydrogen sulfide H2S. These all are present. Methane gas is a good fuel. Why? Because its calorific value is methane. Calorific value is high. So biogas is also called the gobar gas. That is very common. Gobar gas. Gobar gas plant was very easy. Earlier government was giving a lot of subsidy on it. So gobar gas, as it is mainly prepared from cow dung, which is known as gobar, that you know, cow dungs. So there is two type of the plants. First is biogas plant, fixed dome type. What is fixed dome type? And another is called the floating gas holder type. Floating gas holder. Floating gas holder and fixed gas holder, that is two different type of the fixed dome is there, which you will get. First one you will get the fixed. So that figures and other things you will see from the book. So that is given. It has a fixed container. There is a slurry. Slurry, what is the called slurry? Slurry is the mixture of all the things. All the gobar gas plant. In the gobar gas plants, water, slurry you will get. Slurry will be go by inlet and outlet. There is two things. Outlet is producing the fertilizer. Outlet is when the slurry is added to the digestive tank. Digester tank is there. This is like this. You will get. There is a inside. From one is inside, another is given. There is a that you will get So from here the slurry is going, and here you will get, it is a fixed type. Fixed type dome is there. In the fixed type you will get, there is a tank from which the slurry comes. Slurry is from here, it is inlet portion, and it is fixed dome, it is not movable. And here inside of it tank there is a soil. Here it is closed from this place. This is closed from this place, and still here the soil with the pressure, here is the soil and here is the soil, and it is a fixed dome type. And here is a one knob, and from here it is a pipe connected through which the gas produced and it goes out. So inlet slurry is a mixture with the water and dry leaves, cow dung, other all you will put. After 4 and 5 hours it will be decomposed, and with the help of anaerobic bacteria, and it will produce the gobar gas. It is coming like by this pipe, and you provide it to the street light or cooking the food. And then this side the very important fertilizers comes out, the wastage slurry is removed in this form and make the outlet gas tank. Here you will get the fertilizers. This is very important. What is coming out from this? It is used as a fertilizer. Spent and slurry, and the slurry, two type of, one is coming inside, one is going outside. It is outlet of the slurry. Inside of the slurry is this, and it is used as a very good manure. Second type of the gobar plant is floating plant. In this there is a fixed tanks, and there is a one circular tank inside which have a some knobs here. Here is the pipe again attached here. Here is a tank which can move inside and which can move upside. This is. It is a very simple way. You are fixing it on the ground. This is a big tank. On the big tank there is a one cylindrical inverted cylinder is put there, and by this cylinder you are getting one inlet is there and one outlet is from here. Also the same process is there. There is a chambers, different chambers. When from this side slurry comes, so there is a valves open, come out again, automatically it is closed. After 4 and 5 hours gas formed, and from this outlet here is the fertilizers come out. So after every 5 or 8 hours, it depend on the what is amount you are using. Advantage of floating and this advantage of biogas. What is the advantage that you? Advantage is biogas has a high calorific value, so it is a good domestic fuel. Biogas burn without smoke, and hence it is not pollute the air. And biogas clean fuel because it does not leaves any waste. So very simple. You can get biogas is cheaper than a common, like you can purchase the cylinder and other free. One time investment is here. Figures you will see from the book clearly. One side investment is here. After this your everything is free of cost. What is requirement? Raw materials for producing the gas is free of cost. Cow dung you are getting, agricultural waste you are getting, all the things. And then it is also used of the light in the street, as well as the electric power also you can get. You can save the electricity. Spend the slurry as a good manure. And biogas is renewable source of energy because you are getting all in the by nature free of cost. So that's all today. Next video we will meet.